And who told you that you cannot make cookies without using oven? Who said that? Hello there, this is Mariam. Today we are making butter cookies without using oven. Let's get started. These are the ingredients we are going to use here. I have 3 cups of soft flour, 1 egg, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, vanilla here, 1 cup of icing sugar, and then 1 cup of margarine. In a bowl, I go ahead and then add in my margarine. You can also use butter as well. If you have your margarine or butter in the refrigerator, remove it 1 hour before you start the process, okay? If you have electric mixer like this, go ahead and use it. It will fasten the job. But for me, I will be using wooden spoon, okay? So here I add the icing sugar to the margarine. Most people think that you have to get all these fancy items before you can try some of our recipes, but no, just make good use of what you have in your kitchen. That is why I decided to use the wooden spoon so that you will know that even without the mixer, you can still make cookies, okay? Now, after creaming everything together, I add my 1 teaspoon of vanilla and then I go ahead break in 1 egg. The vanilla is totally optional. And also you can use any flavor of your choice, okay? Here I add the baking powder to the flour and then I mix all together. Because my margarine is already salted, that is why you didn't see me adding salt here. So in case your own is unsalted, please add half teaspoon of salt, okay? Now back to the butter, I go ahead and cream all together. Perfect. Now it's time to add our dried ingredients, which is the flour and then the baking powder. Then we stir all together to form a dough. At this point, we are not creaming, we are just stirring all together to form a dough. Take note, do not cream after adding the flour, okay? Somebody said I shouldn't say flour, I should say flour. But I'm used to saying flour. So after the dough is formed, I will go ahead and then wrap this in a plastic bag and then put it in my refrigerator to rest for at least 30 minutes, and this is totally optional. If you have time and refrigerator, then do it. If you don't have time and you don't have refrigerator, it's totally optional, okay? But then if you do it, it will harden your dough a little bit, make it easy to cut into shapes. So you see why it's important to put in the refrigerator, but do not force yourself if you don't have a refrigerator. Now I go ahead, divide the dough into 2. I'll set one aside and then we work on one. After that, I'll work on the other one off camera. So now I dust my board with a little bit of flour. Please do not use too much, okay? And then I dust my rolling pin too. So I then flatten it. It shouldn't be too thin and not too thick. Something in between is okay. Okay. So these are the shapes I'm going to use to cut my cookies. Please, you can make use of anything you have in your kitchen. If you don't have these shapes, please find something to cut the cookies, okay? Hello there. If this is your first time of seeing my channel, my name is Mariam. Please take a second and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. And show me some love by liking the video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to check on your girl. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So this is what we have with the first cutter. We just use something round and have some designs at the edges. So after cutting and then getting the shapes that you want, bring all the pieces together to form a ball, something like this. Then you dust your board again. Do not use too much flour, just like I mentioned earlier. And then you flatten the dough. Then you go ahead and cut into your preferred shapes. So the next shape I'm using here is heart. Oh, this looks so beautiful. I think this is my favorite shape. Just like I mentioned earlier, when you flatten the dough, it shouldn't be thin and it shouldn't be too thick. Something in between, okay? Yes. So this is my third shape, that is star. All right, we are done here. So the next thing we are going to do is to preheat our pan. So I'll cover this and then allow it to heat on low heat for about 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, I'll go ahead and then arrange my cookies beautifully in the pan. The pan you'll be using to bake, make sure it's a heavy bottom pan, and do not apply anything in the pan. Do not grease it. Just straightforward arrange your cookies in the pan. So I will cover and then allow this to bake still on low heat for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'll then come in and then turn it to bake on the other side. That is the only difference between baking in the oven and also using a pan, like baking on a stove. When baking in the oven, there's no need for you to come in and then turn your cookies to bake the other side. No. But then if you're baking on a stove or a burner, you have to do what I'm doing. That is the only difference. But beside that, the taste, the texture, I mean, everything is the same. The outcome, everything is the same. So we are going to bake the other side too for 20 minutes. So in total, you will spend 40 minutes to get your cookies fully baked. So at this point, it's ready. I go ahead, remove them from the pan, and then I proceed to the next shape, okay? So this is the next one. I spent 40 minutes to get this one done, just like we did previously. And after 20 minutes, you have to come in, turn to bake the other side too. So you are going to do that repeatedly for all the shapes that you have. And this is the last one. Now check. Can somebody believe that we actually baked these without using oven? Can somebody believe us? Yes, we did. So if you don't have oven at home, that is not excuse, girl. You can still go ahead and enjoy all the baked products that you want. In fact, almost all the baked products, from cakes to biscuits, pastries, I mean, any product you want to bake, you can do that without using oven. Thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye bye.